goes a situation that I was faced with where it was a really big challenge for me. And I try to use it to grow. In the beginning, I didn't. And then afterwards, I did. On Monday, there was heavy rain in Jerusalem. And a drive that should have taken me 10 minutes took me an hour and 40 minutes. And I was very frustrated. And I thought, what's going on over here? Like, I'm only trying to do something good by going to visit somebody. Why is this taking so long? And I was actually feeling very angry and frustrated about it, and disappointed that my time was wasted. And I didn't deal with it the way that I would have wanted to, which would have been to take the situation and say, 1 second over here. Who caused this traffic jam to happen? Hashem. And whether it was a mistake you made by going the wrong way, it doesn't even matter. Because the fact that you are in this traffic jam and that you are running incredibly late is from Hashem. So what can you learn from that? You can take a deep breath and calm down and say, nobody's in any danger. Whoever I'm late for, I will explain that I'm late and everything's okay, and take this opportunity to breathe and to listen to a good shiur or to listen to some music that you like. Okay, so because I didn't, in the first situation, as they say, I didn't let go and let God, I was just involved in myself and how hard it was for me. So that night, I got into my car to go to the parenting group in Kiryat Moshe, and my car won't start. So after many people try to help me start my car, no one succeeded. I was supposed to be there by 8:30, and it was already 8:30, and I wasn't anywhere near there. So I tried to call a taxi, no taxis. So I just take all my stuff and I start walking, and suddenly it just hit me. This is from Hashem. I called the women, I told them I'm going to be late. I tried to breathe very carefully and I said, let go, let God. This is not something you can control. It's from Hashem. And I felt this calm coming over me. In the end, a taxi stopped and I got there at 8:45. And then after the parenting workshop, I came back to my car with a taxi, and the taxi driver said to me, I know about cars, I can help you. Anyway, he stayed there for an hour and didn't succeed in helping me. What a chesed that somebody who doesn't even know me was prepared to spend the time and lose his own parnasa. We call Yedidim. It's an amazing volunteer organization where people from all over the country have equipment in their car, and when you run into a problem with your car, like the battery won't start or you have a puncture or something, then you call them and they send somebody who's near to help you. So I called them, and at the same time called my son, who was in Jerusalem at the time, and he came over. He's also a volunteer for Yedidim. Somebody came after an hour. He could not work out what was wrong, and the time was just marching on. It was freezing. I couldn't even feel my feet. And all the time I'm saying to myself, Net Hashem, this is from Hashem. Let go, let God. And I felt like it was a nisayon, and I wasn't sure yet what this nisayon was going to teach me. It was clear that I was in it, and I could understand that I was in a situation that required a lot from me. So in the end, at 2:00 in the morning, okay, after someone had already said to me, do you want to take my car home to Bethel, which is about 45 minutes from Jerusalem? You can borrow my car and bring it back tomorrow, someone I've never met before. And after this secular man, Nir, spent 3 hours on my car and spoke to somebody else many times on the phone who was also up till 2:00 in the morning trying to help, he turned to me and he said, you know what, I've tried my best and I just didn't succeed. And if it were me, maybe I would have felt so defeated, so terrible. Oh my gosh, what a waste of time. I've spent 3 hours on her car and I didn't succeed. And I looked at his face and he was completely shalem with himself. He felt okay. He said, I tried my best and I didn't succeed. And I said, what a lesson that I got from that. I thought if that whole situation happened just to teach me what this man Nir said, I tried my best and I didn't succeed. And it's okay. So my son ended up taking me home. And the next morning, my husband spent about half a day trying to deal with the car. And then the next day I had to go and bring the car back home. But when I sat and I thought about what I've learned from this, first of all, being the recipient of so much chesed of people that didn't even know me, and how many people stopped and asked what they could do to help, and how much help I got from my son and love and from my husband. And I'm filled at the moment when I tell you the story with so much love for Am Yisrael because of what happened and what I saw around me. And yes, it was extremely annoying, but I feel like what I got from it was such a gift. Only when we are ba'anava, when we are humble, and we accept that anisayon is from Hashem, and we are in a state of curiosity. I wonder what Hashem is trying to teach me through this. I wonder how I'm going to be able to grow through this. When we're in that state of mind, we get presents. And those presents came not in the form of a fixed car that I could take home that night, but the presents came in the form of me being exposed to such love from Am Yisrael. What an amazing nation we have.